Google made its name in search, and that search extends over to Gmail. Today, let's go through all the cool things you can do with Gmail search. First thing we need to do is bring up Gmail. And I have my Gmail here for my training user. As we go through all these searches today, I wanted to add in that you can also bookmark each one of these searches. I have a video link down in the description to my bookmark all the things in G Suite, which will show you how you can quickly make bookmarks for any of the searches we do. So today I'm going to go through a few of the different searches that you can do in Gmail to help you find that email message that you were looking for a lot quicker. Some of these searches also work in Google, but we'll talk about some that are just specific for Gmail. If I'm in my search, I can search for a word, and it'll show me all my messages with the word recorded. Now I don't have a whole lot of email in this, so that's a bad one. Let's do a search for is. And it's going to find all my messages which have is in it. Now you notice my first message here says, how is the progress report going? So I can type that in, and it's going to find me all the messages that have how, is, the, and they don't have to be together. So besides just putting words up in there, you probably already know this from Google searches, you can enclose them in quotes. So if I enclose them in quotes, Gmail will only search for those three words. And boom, I've got my message I supposedly was searching for without all that other fluff. So if you know if you know a word is next to another one, you can put them in quotes and you'll be able to find it better. You can also use the word around. So we can look for is, around, and be sure you capitalize around. And it'll find all the one that has the word is, and there's around the word how. So I'm getting a few more. So that's when, see how simple animatron is. So it found that search. So sometimes you might not know the exact match to search on, but you can do is around how, and it'll cut out all those ones that might have is at the start of the email and how clear at the end, and tries to find them that they're pretty close together. Besides just searching for words, this searches for everything in the subject, in the message, in the headers. It searches everywhere. We can tell it to only search the subject. And now it's only going to show me messages that has the word is in the subject. And there's only 3 of them. So if you're trying to narrow down your search and you know kind of the word, I know that the subject was this, you can use subject colon and put the word in there and it'll find it. And this also works with the quotes and all that. So is finally. So I can do is finally, and it just finds me email that has the message is finally in the subject. So that's one way we can use the colon commands, and there's going to be a few of them. Subject colon will only search the subject, it will not search the message. You can also search locations. The most important takeaway here is in colon anywhere. You get a message saying, hey, did you receive that email? And then you'll say no, and then they'll say, well, check your spam, check your trash. In colon anywhere will search every single label, folder, everything that you have access to, including your spam and your trash. So if I just do in colon anywhere, it's going to search everything and just give me a list of all my email messages in everywhere, spam, trash, everything. If I scroll down through here, I can see that this one's in the trash, these are in my inbox, and so on and so forth. These are labeled with different labels. And you can search for words in anywhere, and it's going to find those messages in anywhere that have the word training in it. Let's do another search there so you can see there. It's looking for reset, and the ones that don't have any message, those are in all mail. But here, these two have reset in, and they are in anywhere. So in colon anywhere is one of the best searches you can add to your toolkit, just to help you find those messages when you have no idea where it could be, and it could be in spam or it could be in trash. If you want to just search your trash, you can say in colon trash, and it'll show all the messages in your trash can, and in colon spam. It'll show all the messages in your spam. Hooray, no spam here. I don't use this email a lot, so it doesn't get a lot of messages out there. The in colon search also works with labels. So I can do the label to do, and because my label has spaces in it, I usually like to click on the label first so I can get that, and then I could bookmark this if I want to. But I can search within a label. So if you had a project going on and you created a label for it, or to do is my major project, I can do label colon label name and then type a search, and it will only search that label. So even if you can't remember to put label colon, on your left side, click on the label you want to search and then add your search to it. And it'll only find messages in that label. Next up, searching for email from particular people. Besides the subject colon and the in colon and the label colon, there's also another one called from colon, where we can search for email from particular people. So I can do a search for Jenna Webster at educate.me, and it'll show me all the emails that I've received from her. And it actually gives you, if you have the person and you've been conversing with them, it gives you some more information about that person right here for you, so you know that these are the messages from them. Let's find one that has a bunch of emails so this start.me, support at start.me. So I can do a search from support at start.me. It's going to show me all of those messages. And with that up there, I can say, search for all the ones that have welcome in them. So if you're trying to find an email from a particular person, you can do the from colon their email address, and then you can do your search. Any of the searches that we've covered so far, I can do from start.me in colon anywhere. It'll show me all the messages from support at start.me. Using that from, you can find out any messages that you have received from that person, and you can continue on those searches. Along with the from, you can also use to colon. So up here I can do to colon Donald Duck, and it's going to show all the messages I sent to Donald Duck. And I can also still extend my search outside of that once I have that in there. So if you know you sent an email to somebody and they said they didn't get it, or did you resend that, you can do to colon their email address to find all the messages you sent, and then you can break that down even further by adding in a subject so they can find their exact email. Let's look at some of the date searches you can do, because that really helps you cut down on the number of emails to sift through when you're trying to find a particular message. One of my favorite searches is after, and the date format is year, month, day, 2020-08-01. That will show me all of my messages from this school year. So these are all the messages that I've received after August 1st, 2020. I can also then, just like the other ones, continue on mine and find all the messages. You might want to start out every search or bookmark it, go watch my bookmark video, with after 2020 whatever the school year is, just to help you cut down on how many messages. Besides the after, there is also a before, which would search all of my messages that happened before the school year. So if I'm trying to find one from maybe in years past, I can do before, and it'll cut out any of my new emails that I've received this school year. These can also be combined. So I could search a previous school year. This will search after 2019, August 1st, 2019, and before August 1st, 2020. So that will find out all of my messages from the previous school year. And then I can extend that with other search terms, and it'll just show me those messages that come up. So I'm not stuck, because my Gmail account at school is almost 15 years old now, and I don't delete anything. So I have messages going back, I guess not 15. We signed up in 07, so 13. I know I've got messages going back to at least 2008 and 2009. This way I can cut down so I'm not searching all of those messages. So after year, month, date, before colon, year, month, date, lets you narrow down that search. If you don't want to use absolute dates, and absolute dates are definite dates that we just gave, you can use relative dates. Newer than 2 days will show me all of my messages that are newer than 2 days old. And these are the messages I've received in the last 2 days. The D can be a month, so it'll show me all of my email messages from the last 2 months, and that can also be a Y for year. So that's going to show me all of my email messages from the last 2 years, newer than the last 2 years. There's also an older than, and this shows me all of my messages older than 2 years. And look, it goes back to 2018 there. So we have newer than and older than, and those use relative dates, not absolute dates. I can do newer than 7 days. And I could bookmark this so I can easily pull up all of my messages that I've received in the last 7 days. And if I wanted to, I could combine this. So I can say in anywhere newer than 7 days. And I don't have anything in spam or trash. And I can bookmark this, but it's a great way to just try to limit how many messages you have when you're trying to find that message that you got. That's it for today. Hopefully you'll find these searches useful and can use them in your everyday life. If you have any questions, just leave a comment below. Don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel and also visit my website and sign up for my email list over on educate.me. Stay classy.